Shalom. In this week's Parsha, we're going to examine a man by the name of Nadav and his relationship with his brother Gidon, and how our Sedra sort of shows how he learned to repair his relationship with his brother. Nadav was not particularly looking towards his family's annual get-together at the Kotel. Among the constant bickering, whining children, and overall dysfunction that plagued his family gatherings, Nadav's brother Gidon was going to be there in full glory. Always a show-off, Gidon upstaged his brother at every opportunity. Whether he was boasting at how much more successful he was than Nadav, or how much better his home was, or how much better of a parent he was, Gidon always grated on Nadav's nerves. As he approached the Kotel and Nadav's wife took their daughters down to the women's section, Nadav decided to take his last peaceful moments to study this week's Sedra. Two psukim stood out to him. The first stated, and they're right next to each other, "This is Aaron and Moshe, to whom God said, 'Take the children of Israel with their groups out of the land of Egypt.' They are the ones who spoke to Paro, the king of Egypt, to let the children out of Egypt. They are Moshe and Aaron." Nadav realized that while both are mentioned twice, Moshe and Aaron's names are mentioned in reverse order in each of the psukim. It seemed a little inconsistent. In his commentary on this verse, Rashi addressed the discrepancy in the psukim and wrote that at times God lists Aaron before Moshe, and other places it places Moshe before Aaron. The Torah doesn't place emphasis on who is listed first in order to tell us that Moshe and Aaron were considered equal, and it made no difference to whom was listed before whom. In his commentary on this Sedra, the Ibn Ezra took the opposite approach, and wrote that in the first verse, Aaron is listed first because he was older and therefore deserving of greater honor. The second verse emphasized that a change occurred after Moshe spoke to Paro. At that point, it became clear that Moshe was the greater prophet and deserving of greater honor. Therefore, Moshe is listed before his brother. The disagreement between Rashi and Ibn Ezra can be attributed to the nature of Moshe and Aaron's relationship once Moshe became the leader of the Jewish people. Prior to Moshe's returning from Midian to Mitzrayim to lead the Jewish people, Aaron was the leader of the Jewish people for over 40 years. The Medrash records that God had told Aaron that Moshe would soon return, and Aaron didn't take offense. In fact, he enthusiastically went out to greet Moshe. According to Rashi, this change in roles didn't affect the relationship or position of Aaron and Moshe. Both were still considered equally great. According to the Ibn Ezra, the change was drastic, with the new leader Moshe far surpassing his brother. Jealousy among brothers isn't a strange phenomenon. In fact, the first set of brothers the Torah discussed, Cain and Hevel, were so jealous of each other that one killed the other. Brotherly love was absent from Yitzchak and Yishmael, Esav and Yaakov, and Yosef, and his brothers' relationship as well. Moshe and Aaron have the first healthy sibling relationship recorded in the Torah. The key to their healthy relationship was the lack of jealousy between them. Nadav recognized that to have a fully functioning and healthy relationship with his brother, he'd have to overcome his jealousy of his brother's success. Shabbat Shalom.